So here is an example, again from Cambria, who is the king of all things, or the queen of all things. She's a lady. So here, this is amazing. Talk about a person who can frame things positively, right? So she had to work a job where she was like the emergency coordinator for a bunch of people. So when something was going really wrong, she had to answer the phone immediately. This is something like all the students set each other on fire. And they call Cambria, and she's the one who has to douse them and make sure that they also finish their homework. So I'd be on the phone with her, and suddenly, she'd have to be like, oh my god, my emergency phone's ringing, I gotta hang up, and hangs up. Now, think for a moment. Think if you're Cambria in this point in time. How do you frame to me, or to anyone you're talking to, that you're gonna have to go? Suddenly, you're going to have to be rude, hang up mid-sentence, you're going to have to interrupt, so that way you can go do your job. I want you to actually think about how you would end up doing that. So here's the level 0. Here's the level 0 thought process. You could say something like, listen, Sean, it's my job, I have to go, you can't hold that against me. You know that it's my job. I'm paid to do it. I'm the emergency coordinator, Sean. You have to be understanding. All right? I'm sorry if it upsets you to be interrupted and cut off so rudely, but listen, I really actually have to go. You know, it kind of puts the burden back on me. You have to understand, Sean. Come on. Then there's like the little more tactful, nice thing, which would be like, you know, Sean, I'm really sorry that that's something I have to do. I apologize. There's no other way I can do it. I hope you understand. I'm really sorry. I think that's the way that most people would lay on it, right? Most people would do it. They'd be on the phone, they'd be like, sorry, I have to go, it's my work, I'm really sorry, and then they'd hang up, and then call back later, and apologize profusely for having done that. That's actually probably what I would do. But listen to this. This is Cambria's genius, because Cambria is an amazing person at framing things positively. She said to me the following. She said, Sean, thank you so much for being so understanding about my job. Or I hadn't done anything at this point. She just hung up on me and called me back, and then she began by thanking me. Thank you, Sean. Thank you so much for being so understanding. I know that you understand the way my job works, and I just really appreciate it that you don't hold it against me. Oh! Now, let me tell you what happens now. Whenever I'm on the phone with her and suddenly she goes, sorry, Sean, I have to go, and she hangs up, I think to myself, I let her hang up. Yeah, I understand, I'm really nice. Yeah. And then she called me back, she's like, Sean, sorry I had to hang up. I'm like, no problem at all, man, I got it covered. She makes me feel good for hanging up on me. Do you see what just happened there? She makes me feel great when she hangs up on me. She makes me feel good. She's like, Sean, I have to go. Maybe she had to read People magazine. But I, at the other end, I feel great. Isn't that cool? Isn't that amazing? You can frame everything positively. This is something I want you to start by doing. This is a call to action for you. Next time you would ever say sorry, say thank you. Next time you would ever apologize for anything, say thank you to the other person. Let's say you, trying to think of any example. But of course, because I suck, I'm blanking out, right? Instead of one of those, here's an easy one. You're upset and you call a friend because you're bummed out, right? Terrible day, there's a girl and I liked her and I said this and she said that and we said this. And then you go through like a 30-minute explanation of what you said to each other, but no one really cares. And then at the end, I'm sorry, I'm bringing this to you. I'm sorry I'm being such a downer. I'm sorry. Don't say sorry. Don't do that. Instead say, God, thank you so much for listening to me. Thank you so much for listening to all my rantings. I really appreciate it. I thank you. Thank you. Do that! It makes it more positive. That's so kick-ass, right? Well, I'm beautiful. Why do I give a fuck? You know?